Back in Week 9, the 49ers won a shootout in their first matchup against the Browns. Can Cleveland get revenge? The answer comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Cleveland Browns taking on the NFC champions, the San Francisco 49ers. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Willis going to look to throw first play. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. From the 27, Willis. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Willis looking to throw it. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, pass. Seven targets.
Fourth down, Willis. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
Remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills.
Yep.
And, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so. But maybe because they held him, they might go for it again.
Here's Willis. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Fourth down, Willis. He finds Austin complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. To the air on first down, here's Willis. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now Willis. That's to McCaffrey, complete. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown! Christian McCaffrey with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Niners are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for two here. Willis will try and throw for this. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Browns drive about to get started. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Second down, here's Strong once more. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Jamison Williams, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you've got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
The Browns drive about to get started. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
20.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Newton. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Aaron Donald in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Well, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to...
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Here we go on 4th. Newton eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the 49ers are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. That brings us to the end of 1 in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this. 12-0 the score. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To the air on 1st down. Here's Willis. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Willis, 4th down here. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, and if finally kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something.
Heads up, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They did nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. 1st and 10, it's Willis. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Willis looking to throw on 1st down. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Willis looks to pass it here. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes his upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
He'll get 15 there as he kept it himself, yet it will still lead to a 4th down. Oh, they'll run the option right, and I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They're turned away on 4th and goal, and the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. The Browns drive about to get started. And now their defense came through with a goal line stand, got them the ball back. Let's see what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. Goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Strong. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2nd down, here's Strong once more. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Newton now to throw. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. They snap it to Newton. He is going to find Hill here. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's going to be a jet sweep. Newton bats it forward. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Donovan Peoples-Jones. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 2. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We've got a little more than a minute to go, and I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points. But in the meantime, if someone falls asleep on the defensive side, he might take advantage of that and get a big shot downfield, too.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. He's got a man, complete. A big play there just before halftime, 53 yards. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
How about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. Shifts by him and across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Niners will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here.
Willis to try and throw for it.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Newton on 1st down.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
He's going to let this one go deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit.
York able to send this one through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. But gutsy call there. Yates at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2nd down, here's Strong once more. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 4th down, Newton. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. On 2nd and 12, Willis. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. They're going to try the jet sweep on 3rd and long.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. Trying for it on 4th down. Here's Willis.
And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
off the option to give to Strong.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 32. They'll run with Strong.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
On 4th down, Newton. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown, Browns.
Donovan Peoples-Jones.
His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Browns have regained the lead in the second half of this Super Bowl. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that'll make this a 6-point game.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Charles, we'll see how this offense responds. Remember the last time they were out, they went for it on 4th down, did not get it, and that led to a touchdown on the other side. So they need a response here.
They certainly do, and I just have a question for you. You think that was a gut feel, or was that analytics that came into play there, just having to go for it on 4th down?
That felt like gut to me. What about you?
Yeah, absolutely, because the way it backfired, where they are in the game, all those things, that didn't feel like an analytics call. That certainly felt like, hey, I feel like we can get this right now. And unfortunately, it didn't work out for them.
He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Here's Willis, 3rd and long.
Looking here for Smith downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. They run with McCaffrey off the option.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
2nd down, Willis looks to throw here. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first.
Fourth down, Willis.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu.
And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
I know as you keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium in Super Bowl 58. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's Willis now off the play fake. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Strong again. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. First and goal, no gain. Second and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball third time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Here's a give up the middle. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with first and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive 1st and 10. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Play action. Here's Willis. He's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 15. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And got his man complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Willis now off of play action. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Willis. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Willis.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu.
And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And they have been the better of the two sides to this point with a 2-score lead. 4th quarter of this Super Bowl.
And look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. The 20. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland.
New York now for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Williams brings it in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Play fake. Here's Willis.
Rolling to his right. He's going to let it fly. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try to make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Go.
And they will not get the snap off here. This is going to back him up halfway.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback because everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Newton's throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones.
He's at the 50. The 30.
And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
A big play there on the catch and run. 86 yards.
Straight ahead is Strong.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. He will push his way down to about the 14. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds. From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon, and we are underway from Arrowhead.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Going for the deep ball. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Once more, here's Eckler. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line.
They've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now it's Herbert. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward.
And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 10-yard line.
50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll run for the first time with Isaiah Spiller.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Spiller. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is indeed good.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They go play fake. Mahomes, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered, because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense, sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. And here's a handoff out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
That was a particularly nice play, because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Slot man moves right. On 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey.
Easy. Yellow.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jared McKinnon. And he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 10. Going for it with McKinnon. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They'll try and run with McKinnon. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Conventional wisdom tells runners to work north and south and get upfield, but he was hoping he could win the race to the pylon. Excellent job of pursuit there by the defense, and they wound up knocking.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Herbert on first down now. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
Josh Palmer.
46 yards.
And the Chargers are able to move back in front.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the...
There he goes, right side. The 40. 20. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. In motion comes the tight end left. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Michael Dana.
Credit him with his sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. after the sack on first down. Herbert trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Strong run, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Carter.
Room to run at the 50. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
Well, whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. The special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Caught by Allen. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. They snap it to Herbert. And Allen's got it. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Herbert now. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. On 4th down, Herbert. Got a man, it's complete, it's Palmer. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Allen has it, left side. And he'll be brought down at the 27. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick.
There he goes, left side. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation, too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On 1st down, Justin Herbert.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by Justin Reed.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. So they get the interception and almost as importantly, a big return after that.
And who was the guy that saved the touchdown, partner? The guy who threw the interception. A lot of times, He just gives it the old Olay, but give him credit. He went old school. He was determined not to make this a pick six, and he got there in time to make the tackle.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. From the 29, Mahomes looking for the end zone. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. 29 yards. And the Chiefs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Throwing again on second down. Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Herbert back to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
They'll roll him, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example. And now, obviously, they're in a great spot. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Going deep here for Allen. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25.
A big play there for L.A. 58 yards. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Back to the air, Herbert on 2nd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Now here's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Here's Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. Herbert throwing again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Chiefs go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
Herbert's throw taken in by Palmer.
And he's got room.
And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
A big play there for L.A. 51 yards. Now it's Herbert. Sliding out of it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. This is caught. Touchdown, Chargers.
Josh Palmer.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chargers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. This is caught inside the 15.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.